Thank you, Councilor O'Malley, as chair of this committee, for your leadership. I want to say thank you to my colleague, Councilor Zakem, for your leadership as well, opening a dialogue and partnering with me on this important hearing that we're having today. We're here today because anytime our constituents make a complaint to our attention, we take it very seriously. We listen to the concerns of residents in the community impacted. We look to do our due diligence to the best of our ability in following up. We called for this hearing along with Councilor Zakem because the areas I represent are impacted significantly, including the downtown crossing area, downtown Boston, Chinatown, parts of Back Bay, Beacon Hill, and it borders the Bay Village as well. We're also pleased to have the strong leadership in the Boston Common and the Public Gardens from the Friends of the Public Garden, and they have expressed concerns regarding this issue as well. Residents, associations relayed to us reports of parked cars on green space, camping in the park, and a substantial amount of trash left in the park. I think it's appropriate for us to look into what's taking place in the past, see if we can come up with a plan to take everything into account, figuring the quality of life issues, and make sure they work for everyone. In the final analysis, the Boston Common is one of the oldest and most beautiful public spaces in the country. Visitors come to Boston to see the Boston Common. We have a lot of children there at the playground, seniors, the disabled, residents in the area, families, tourists. I'm focusing on what needs to be done to make sure our parks remain beautiful and accessible. I know Commissioner Cook has provided great leadership on this issue for many years. It also must be safe and environmentally healthy. These are my strongest concerns for our common. We must work closely with the neighborhood and City Hall to protect those unique qualities. I want to say thank you for the Boston Police for your great work in the Boston Common and in the Public Garden. I do not look for us to try to make some heavy-handed approach as it relates to this matter, but I am concerned about the shape that the Boston Common is in after an event that runs several days. I am curious about the cost for the city in terms of cleanup of the park, repairs that must be made, police details, other services associated with the park. It is my hope that this conversation will help lead to some kind of compromise that helps us alleviate the concerns that neighbors, abutters, residents of the city have expressed to me in a plan that works for everybody. In the final analysis, I walk through the Common like everybody does almost every single day. I see a lot of children using the playground. I see a lot of tourists enjoying the park. I also represent Chinatown. I see a lot of elderly Chinese that go there early in the morning and they do their walking around the park. They do their exercises. I have a great relationship with them. They've expressed concerns to me about this. But my point is we need to come up with a compromise, and what's happened in the past can't continue anymore. Those days are over. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.